So today, I'd like to talk about how AI is helping us not only build impact, but move from sustainability toward regeneration in the next generation of ventures. So just a quick bit about myself. So my background includes roles at S&P Global and Deloitte. At Deloitte, I provided sustainability consulting services to companies, and at S&P Global, I worked on delivering sustainability-related data to clients, mainly financial institutions. And my current work focuses on how we can use AI to solve sustainability challenges, and also how to manage the risks that AI itself can cause. Next, just a quick word on what we do at Cierpa. So our main product is Smart ESG at the bottom, a cloud-based platform that visualizes sustainability data, helping companies engage more effectively with stakeholders and ultimately drive long-term corporate value. So we also run ESG journal, and where we share the latest insights of sustainability, and we provide tailored consulting to support companies in developing their sustainability strategies. Right, then let's get into the heart of it. So what exactly is an impact venture? I suppose this is a big question we are exploring today. So commonly, impact ventures are defined as businesses that aims to create measurable social or environmental impact alongside financial returns. Of course, it has to last as a business. But today I'd like to propose that in order to truly be called an impact venture, one that actually creates real and lasting impact, we need to go a bit further. I believe such ventures must also embrace a regenerative element. So regeneration is more active, forward-looking approach, and it doesn't just aim to sustain what exists, but it's to restore and renew broken systems and create a net positive impact. That, to me, is where the future of impact lies. So why is this shift important? Well, despite growing global efforts, we are crossing planetary boundaries, and environmental and social issues are becoming increasingly complex and deeply interconnected, and trying to tackle problems in isolation just is effectively solving problems anymore. So for example, think of wind turbines that generate clean energy, but also cause damage to local ecosystems, or the need for just transition, just ensure climate policies don't leave vulnerable communities behind, that kind of examples. So these examples show that single issue solutions can unintentionally cause new problems. So that's why I believe we need a regenerative approach, one that enables co-evolution and a positive feedback cycle, so we move towards being more nature positive and not just nature neutral, for example. Okay. So next, let's explore how AI ventures are contributing to this regenerative future. So of course, there are many types of impact ventures working with AI today, but here today I'm focusing specifically on startups that deal with sustainability data. These ventures are tackling some of the toughest challenges by generating, analyzing, or applying data in ways that creating new value for regeneration. So the first is actually Smart ESG, our own AI. In the world of sustainability disclosure, to give you a bit of background, one of the biggest challenges is the sheer volume of work involved. Companies are often overwhelmed with disclosure tasks, and they struggle to make real progress on actual sustainability initiatives. So for example, many of our clients, they claim always like they spend over 100 hours each month in just responding to ESG rating agencies like S&P. I was there before, so I feel a little bit guilty, but or handling detailed ESG questionnaires from your business partner, for example. And Smart ESG was designed to solve exactly this problem. So our AI handles the repetitive, task-heavy work listed here, for example, gathering data or structuring documents or finding benchmarks and generating drafts. And so once that time is freed up, the companies can shift their focus on to what truly matters, formulating robust sustainability strategies, for example, or aligning them with your own core business models and engaging with stakeholders, especially investors, through the use of disclosed data using AI. So this cycle not only enhances the quality of communications, but also contributes to long-term corporate value creation. So this transforms disclosure work from a burdensome obligation, a little bit boring, into a powerful tool for business growth and trust building. Now let's move on to a case from the perspective of risk management. So this one is from Prewave, an Austrian company that uses AI to, I need to go next, yes. Uses AI to monitor thousands of suppliers by analyzing online signals, including news and social media. And this tool was adopted by automakers like Audi, and who already had supplier code of conduct in place, but they were seeking more effective real-time methods to identify potential risks. So instead of relying solely on whistleblower reports, for example, they needed a system that could proactively flag issues that they emerged. So AI enables exactly that. So by accessing a wide range of online information in real time, for instance, someone might post on social media that they actually witnessed child labor, or they could actually flag issues like pollution incidents and so forth. So what's even more remarkable here is AI can analyze not just the text data and photo, but they can analyze unstructured data, including audio and videos. So this level of complex and multi-source analysis allows a much more proactive and comprehensive approach to ESG risk management. And next example takes us a bit different direction. This one's about making previously invisible data visible. So Gentian is a UK-based startup that uses satellite imagery and machine learning to visualize biodiversity impacts. So for example, in the climate space, companies can measure greenhouse gas emissions relatively easily, but when it comes to biodiversity, it's much more complicated. So you often need to visit the site and assess habitat conditions on the ground, and each region can differ, of course, dramatically. So that made biodiversity data a major blind spot. So Gentian solved this by analyzing very high resolution satellite data with AI, and that allows them to detect and monitor habitat conditions over time. So this image you see actually here is from a pilot project in Kumamoto, Japan. As you can see, the data clearly shows a large portion of temperature forest was lost after construction of this particular factory. So this is a powerful example of how AI can unlock visibility where we previously had known and support better decision making. And the final case with another angle, greenwashing detection. So as you may know, greenwashing can take many forms, and companies saying one thing but doing another, or presenting certain actions as sustainable when they are not, or setting goals and ultimately fail to meet. So this UK startup, Permutable AI, has developed a framework to assess corporate claims. So it scores these claims based on factors such as transparency, consistency, and communication levels, and so forth. So now, the visual here is, it's a bit small, so I've zoomed out and on part of it, so it misses out some criteria. But what you can see is an example of how they analyze corporate statements. I think they are disclosed on their website. And like this one from Shikoku Electric on the second row, the company talks about reducing the carbon footprint through gas recycling and carbon capture technologies and so forth. So this company cross-references such statements with other online information to assess the credibility of this claim. I think this kind of approach is quite interesting. It adds a layer of accountability to corporate claims like this and offers a powerful tool to rebuild stakeholder trust. Okay, so next. So let's wrap up things by looking at what all this actually means. So on the left, we see some of the core strengths of AI: speed or breadth of sources and real-time updates and greater accuracy. Because of these capabilities, AI gives us these three major things. First, it frees up people. Just as we saw in Smart ASG example, AI takes care of the heavy lifting, which allows humans to focus more on high-value, creative, relational tasks that machines can't do. And second, AI increases the reliability of information we use, which allows more robust data foundations. And finally, I'm particularly excited about this, but AI's ability to perform multifaceted, complex analysis across different forms of data and various topics. So this makes it possible to detect risks and opportunities that would otherwise be overlooked and in fragmented systems. And this is what opens the door to regeneration. By generating more accurate and commonly shared knowledge, we create conditions for better strategy, more meaningful communication, and ultimately a regenerative cycle. So where we don't just sustain, but to actively renew and transform systems to create net positive impact. So this is it actually. So thank you very much for listening. Okay, I hope some of these examples offered inspirations for your own ventures or whatever you're actually doing. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to take them. Thank you.